Aliwa Pastora, certified Iyengar yoga teacher, and today we're doing some core work to integrate our arms and our legs into our spine. The first pose that we're going to do is called Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. It's the upward stretch of the legs pose. And in order to help me grip my outer hips in, I'm going to take a belt and place it around the soles of my feet and wrap it around a few times. And the belt is loose, it's not tight, so that my outer ankles can be in line with my outer hips. And as I push my feet out into the belt, my femur heads move deep into the sockets. That's just for my pelvis. If I had tight buttocks or lower back muscles or hamstrings, that wouldn't be the case. I would not put the belt on and press out into it necessarily. Okay, so see how I start by lying down on the floor and take my arms over my head. Now watch this area right here, the sides of my waist, and see how as I bring my knees into my chest, the sides of my waist go down to the floor. And with an exhalation, I'm going to draw my abdomen down towards the floor and out to the sides as I stretch up from the backs of my knees to my heels. Okay, now as I said before, I'm pushing my feet out into that belt and pressing my shoulders and my fingernails down into the floor as I slowly lower those legs down and then bend my knees into my chest again. Okay, now watch how I'm pulling my upper arms away from my fingernails and towards my buttocks to keep my arms connected with my spine. And as I stretch my legs up, I don't lift the buttocks up. I pull the outer thighs down towards the floor. And do you see how that keeps my buttocks down on the floor? Okay, now with an exhalation, I lower the legs. With an inhalation, I lift them. And you can repeat that up to 20 times. Okay, the next poses are the Supta Padangusthasana series. And the first one has a leg that goes straight up, and the second one has a leg that goes straight out to the side. So I'm starting down on the floor again, just like I did in Urdhva Prasarita Padasana, and taking a hold of my right big toe. Okay, now as I roll my leg and my arm into one another, I pull the outer shoulder and the outer thigh down towards the floor. Okay, now watch how I keep my down leg absolutely straight as I take the foot that I have a hold of that big toe up towards the ceiling. Okay, now the shoulder is going to want to lift up towards the foot, so that instead of stretching your leg and contracting your abdomen, you're stretching your arm. Watch how, with an exhalation, I move the back of this thigh, this outer thigh down, and I move my outer shoulder down towards the floor. Now with an exhalation, keeping the down leg side of the pelvis and the waist down on the floor, I take the opposite leg out to the side. And drawing that upper arm back into the socket, I pull on the outer thigh to raise the leg back up. And now here, just for good measure and for an additional crunch in the abdomen, some additional cleansing, with an exhalation, see how I lift my trunk up and I bring my leg down at the same time, keeping this leg as straight as possible.